right, y'all. So let me give y'all a little personal insight as to what's going on with me. Have you ever been out in public and seen a man or a woman and been like, damn, that bitch right there is grown. Like, just everything about their aura is just grown. Like, you can look at that man or you can look at that woman and tell they shit is together, they credit is good, you can't step to them with no bullshit, they keep a clean house, they in good health, they just all around got it going on, they've done their internal work, they're at peace. That's what's going on with me right now. I'm making a transition from playing grown to actually being grown. And the shit feels really good. And being grown is not an age, it's not a set of responsibilities. It is a mindset. It is a sense of accountability. It's a way you carry yourself, and moreover, the way you think. So that's kind of what's been going on with me as y'all see me doing my little gratitude journal and just working on different things. Or if you've just noticed what a lot of you guys have been calling my evolution. Yeah, I've noticed it too because I'm living it right now. And the shit feels good to just really be stepping into like being grown for real, for real. Cut the bullshit, bitch, I'm grown. You know, and when you grown, it ain't a declaration. Fuck this shit, I'm grown, I ain't got time for this, I'm grown. It's just that's being grown. It's just, you know, it's an unspoken silence that speaks volumes. Nevertheless, I had a very spiritually transcendent moment this morning. So I didn't go down to the bar with a Honda Cosby last night because I was tired because I had been up all day working and doing some miscellaneous things for my business. And so for whatever reason, my body woke up this morning at about 5 o'clock, 5:15, and I was laying there. It was still dark. I was trying to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So I got on Instagram, and while I'm playing on Instagram, this fine-ass boy was like, here is why I don't have to do curls in the gym. And then he got into some sort of upside-down yoga pose and was kind of like basically doing upside down push-ups. And I was like, wow. So it made me Google. I said, you know what? Because I had been looking for something to do. I did yoga one time with Selena Johnson. We did that hot yoga, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't like it. It was not enjoyable, and the whole hot situation turned me off from yoga altogether. And then I thought, you know, the poses and stuff was dumb. It's just, that was just dumb to me. Or whatever. But I saw this young man, and I've also been following a lot of fitness people on Instagram who happen to do yoga. And I said, you know what, let me look into this. So I looked up a yoga studio. I typed in Miami Beach Yoga. I scrolled through a little, then I found one that said beach yoga. And I said, this could be interesting. Y'all, I had no intentions on going today. I was just, you know, I was bored in bed just perusing the internet. Y'all know how that go. And so it said, you know, 7 days a week, 7 o'clock in the morning. So when I looked down at my watch, it was like 6:27. And I'm like, damn, it's going to take me about 25, 27 minutes to get there. I'm rushing. So I said, you know, something said, you ain't got to wait. Start the day. I saw the picture. They were sitting on the beach in the sand. And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling adventurous today. Let's try it out. So I got up. And then I was like, Q, who are you fooling? Why are you about to put yourself in a position of anxiety and haste and angst? You're not going to be able to make it on time. So I sat down. Then I said, fuck it. Put on my clothes, threw some deodorant on, grabbed the towel, ran out the door. I got to the thing. Class started at 7, got there at 7:01. By the time I put my towel down and found where they were at on the beach, they were like midway through the first pose, which was cool. Here's where the story gets good, y'all. Immediately, the breeze was blowing on the beach. The sun was just beginning to rise. There was a man on the beach playing a flute. And it was like, shit, that yoga done did better for my voice than Miss Jan and Kim Burrell. Shit, I might save my money, bitch, and start going to yoga. This shit was free anyway. Nevertheless, sit down on the mat and start doing the yoga. The breeze felt good, and by default, it just felt really good to be one with nature. And we start getting into the poses and whatnot. Now, I'll be the first person to admit this was my first time, second time doing yoga. So I was unable to do all the poses, or I was unable to hold as long as the situation required. But there were modifications, like if you had to stand in downward dog, and if I couldn't hold it no more, I would get, on my knees, kind of like female push-ups or whatever. Nevertheless, I was like, okay, I see why this is a workout. My knees and stuff was buckling. I couldn't keep up, but the sound of the waves, the sun rising, the flute playing, the birds chirping, and I'm not going to lie to y'all, I felt like my mother was talking to me. The whole time, I felt when the waves were crashing and I'm standing on one leg trying to balance, I felt like my mother was saying, Quentin, keep going. You got this. You can do this. And after I started feeling that, I stopped focusing on the physical aspect and how much it hurt or how much I was feeling defeated or wobbling from side to side, and I just kept doing it and going and going and going, and it was amazing, y'all. It was amazing because I had been looking for an outlet to practice my spirituality. I've said this for the umpteenth time. I believe in God. I don't believe in the Bible and all this, white Jesus and stuff. I'm not knocking anybody who does. It's not my thing. I don't get into it. This worked for me. Like, this worked for me. It felt right. It felt natural. It felt organic. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel steeped in tradition or pointless tradition. And when I say pointless tradition, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm just like the act of getting dressed every Sunday and running around the church, that stuff doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't feel right to me. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody. If it feels right to you and it makes you a better person, so be it. But I'm particularly happy because I found something that felt right to me. And we were going through, here's where it gets good. We were going through the whole thing, and she's teaching us how to breathe and how to do the poses. And like the last 8 to 10 minutes of the class, she's like, okay, now just lay flat in whatever position that is comfortable for you, and just close your eyes. She's like, I need you to keep your eyes closed for the duration of this portion. And she was like, don't worry about the time. I will call you back when it's time to come back. And I didn't understand what that meant until she called us back. And I know I'm about to sound crazy with what I'm about to say, but my spirit left my body. And tears started coming out of my eyes because I was laying there and I was thinking about what my gratitude journal for the day was going to be. And at some point, tears left my body. Tears started coming out of my eyes, and I didn't realize my spirit had left my body until it came back. When she started calling us back and told us to sit up, the feeling of pleasure that I experienced was greater than orgasm, but it wasn't sexual in nature. It was a rush. I can't describe it, but here is the beautiful thing about it. Whatever it is, it's now left me chasing that high. Like, I want to go tomorrow Not because I want to get physically fit, which I do, which is a byproduct of this, and that's how it started out, but because I want to feel that feeling again, that transformative, magical, levitating, spirit leaving the body, returning, whatever that situation was, in conjunction with the sun rising and the birds chirping and the waves racing, I want to feel that again. Personally, y'all, I never thought that I would like yoga. I came home and took a bath. My body is sore now, so I know I'm going to be sore like hell in the next 2 days, but I am going to stick with it. Like, there was this headstand pose that a couple people were able to do. The rest of us were just kind of laying there with our knees on the ground. I didn't even attempt it because I know I couldn't do it. But now, that is like a personal goal of mine. I'm like, okay, I'm going to hang in there until I get this handstand pose and some of the other more complicated poses. And now I understand how people get into this yoga thing. Moreover, y'all, you know, part of one of my personal goals for 2019 was to get myself in a better physical condition. When I used to be a corporate accountant, I used to go to the gym every day after work at 5:30. I used to go at 5:30 because my best friend Jonathan used to go, and all the boys I used to hang out with used to go. I used to go for social hour because my life was so fucking miserable. And working out just happened to be the byproduct of me going to the gym, running my mouth or whatever. And lo and behold, my body actually looked better. I was much bigger and I was in much better shape. I was going to the gym to run my mouth and was working out by accident. Well, when I stopped working in corporate America and no longer had a routine, it never made sense for me to get up and leave my house just to go to the gym at 5:30 because everybody else was there. I was like, child, I'm already home in my sweatpants. And years and years and years and years and years and years have gone by, and I haven't engaged in any sort of physical activity or exercise. And I've been feeling guilty about that for a very long time. But I can't make myself like something I don't like. I don't like being in the gym. I just don't. I don't. The pushing, the pulling, I don't like it. I'm happy and I am overjoyed because I found an activity that I like. So it's true what they say in terms of find a type of exercise, some sort of physical exertion that you like. And for me, beach yoga is it. Like, my body is sore, but it feels good. I have not felt this in a long time. And more importantly, I'm full of energy. It will provide me with some sort of structure because I was feeling guilty about shit hanging out at the bar every night. It's because I don't have shit to do. I don't have no kids. I ain't got no damn man. I do my work and then I'm done. So I'm like, okay, this will give my life the structure that it has been missing because now I can't hang out. And not from a laborious place. It's like I actually look forward to getting up in the morning and going to beach yoga. So y'all, that was my experience. I'm feeling good. I just wanted to tell somebody. Now, here's the funny thing about it. Y'all hoes done fucked up. Because, see, bitch, I was already in a good place where a bitch couldn't kill my vibe. But now I done found an exercise that compounds my happiness and adds positivity to my chi and keeps me centered and got me feeling good and looking too good too. Bitch, I'm about to take over the motherfucking world. If y'all thought them hoes couldn't fuck with me now, oh bitch, you wait till I really get good in this yoga, bitch. Cause I feel like I got a bulletproof shield around my brain and around my heart, and can't a bitch alive penetrate what the fuck I got going on. That is how I feel in this moment. I feel good. Baby, I feel good all over. Yes, Stephanie Mills, you better sing, small fry. Nevertheless, girl, I'm finna get off the line. Y'all done told me Black Ink Crew Chicago was a fool last night. I ain't watched many of the episodes. I'm just gonna watch last night's episode and come back to y'all with a video because I'm full of energy and I'm feeling good, baby. Yes, honey, Operation Get a Man in 2019. I will call y'all later. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of y'all who keep saying y'all are not getting the notifications, you got to subscribe and hit the bell button That way your phone will ring every time I call. You better answer.